All right, I am back after taking last week off. Sorry if anybody was disappointed, but I just needed a week to not do any videos, work on some other stuff, and whatnot. So we're going to be uploading in 1080p now consistently. Hopefully the quality is good enough. Any feedback, let me know. But anyways, should be doing uploads as normal now. So let's get started in this week's video. So for the week, we're up 0.31%. $4,700, not too bad. 1 day chart, we are down a little bit under 1%. 3-month chart down 8.47%. 3-month chart, we are up 7.16%. 1 year chart up 10%, and the all-time is just under 5%. So obviously we are still recovering from the sell-off here. Hopefully it'll just be the next high that we see soon. Doesn't really matter. It's fun to speculate, but at the end of the day, the companies I have, I'm pretty much holding for the long term across the board, unless they do a dividend cut. So just want to get that out there to anybody that might be new here. Another thing I want to remind everybody is that the total market value of the portfolio is $7,263. $4,700 is the equity that I actually have, and then margin is the other 35%. So just wanted to throw that out there. Now this is a 2-week update video. Basically for both weeks, I actually bought into Pepsico. I wasn't planning on doing it for both weeks, but the cost was pretty much what we were looking for. And it's a solid dividend company, very consistent, very safe. I'll show you guys the numbers in Simply Safe a little bit later in the video, but average cost now is $135 and we own about 3 shares, which isn't a lot, but when you look at the price point here, it actually is a decent equity stake into a company considering the overall size of my portfolio. Before we go over to Simply Safe though, the dividends for September actually beat August, which I was not expecting. The projection that Simply Safe gave us was that September is a smaller month than August, but with us doing weekly deposits and whatnot, I guess it ended up just being a little bit above August. So yeah, that's awesome to see. October is supposed to be even smaller than what September is, so my guess is it actually will be for October. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, overall $24, still growing, very good to see. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, and Microsoft are all quarterly dividends. The rest of the companies for September were monthly, obviously. So good stuff. Again, October should be smaller, but we like to see what happens. And yeah, obviously I'll be reporting on that every single week. So before we get to Simply Safe, the last video I made, the income was $300.17. Dividend growth was 0.3%, and dividend yield was 4.54%. Now it sits at $323 in income. Dividend growth is up 2.4%, and dividend yield is 4.44%. So that's pretty solid overall. Not too worried about anything here. Like I said, dividend growth, we want to keep that hopefully growing. That's kind of why we bought into Pepsi. So looking at Pepsi real quick. So basically very safe company, 93 on Simply Safe. The dividend yield isn't super high. I mean, it's almost 3%, but we kind of played more for the dividend growth, which is 6%. And then on top of that, like I said, it was one of the lower stakes in our company. So that's kind of what we've been looking for, is companies that don't have as much of the account in. So we'll be looking a little bit harder at Pembina probably next week. It's only 1.8% of the count. Again, 5% growth there, so that would be a good move, and it's a pretty high yield. Long term on like oil companies, I'm not super bullish on it, but it's like they're paying 9% right now. It's a monthly company. I'm not too worried about it, especially because I think my total market value is only 129, so it's not a whole lot of money, but again, for that dividend yield, and if they're still growing, it's, you know, it's something that might be okay for like 5 to 10 years. But yeah, that's just kind of my opinion. So yeah, overall, not too bad. I think the market's going to be pretty crazy through the end of the year with the election and everything going on. I'm not saying it'll steady out at the beginning of next year, but for sure through the end of this year, I think things are going to be kind of erratic until maybe a vaccine comes out and once the election is done. I'm not going to get into politics too much on this channel, but obviously something like an election, you know, there's just so much hype and buzz going on that different things can come out in the news, and obviously the stock market reacts to news. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Overall, it looks like we're uptrending. Obviously, that can change at any time, but again, the strategy doesn't change. So that's pretty much it for the update. Obviously, I didn't use the webcam this week. I just feel like I can do higher quality edits when I don't use it. But if you guys do want me to like have like a screen like we're doing right now, and then if I'm talking like I am right now, maybe cut to like a full cam screen, I can try to do that. It's a little bit more work, but if I can figure it out, it might actually be better content to put out. So let me know what you guys think. Another thing I wanted to say, so I've tried doing Discord and Patreon. I am going to be ending both of those. I thank all the Patreons that did support me financially. That's pretty crazy that people on the internet believe in me that much to put their hard-earned money on the line like that. But yeah, the reason why I'm discontinuing both is the Discord especially just did not go anywhere. People didn't really seem to want to interact in there. The idea was to build an investing community, and yeah, that just didn't really happen. I mean, obviously this channel is not that big, so maybe we can revisit that option in the future, but as of right now, it's just better for me to focus on videos and kind of work on that for a while. But as far as Patreon, I just feel like I'm not offering enough there to have any kind of tier system. If you guys really feel the need to support the channel financially, just go over to my Twitch page and you can donate on there if you are so inclined to do so. Obviously, I don't expect anybody to do that, but that option is there for those patrons that have been supporting for a couple of months now. So again, thank you everybody. Watching the videos is more than enough, and always leaving a like always helps as well. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for being patient on the videos. We will see you guys tomorrow with the M1 Finance video.